this adjusted a little bit better. All right, I think that should be good. What is going on, everybody? Man, we got a lot to talk about. All right, so as usual, we'll wait for everybody to get in, and then we'll go ahead and get started with today's live stream. And as you guys can see, I'm home. Kind of happy to be home, to be honest with you, because, man, the Bahamas is an interesting place to be right now. All right, sound check. Can you guys hear me? Can somebody give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear me okay? Everything should be fine, but if somebody can let me know, I'd appreciate it. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. How's everybody doing? Good, I hope. I'm sure a lot of you have a lot of questions about the Bahamas. So that'll be the main topic of today's episode and our live stream. But yeah, of course, there's a lot going on in cruising too. So we'll definitely touch on the cruising situation as well. But man, do I have a lot to say about the Bahamas. And no, for people that are saying it, I didn't get kicked out of the Bahamas. I think I saw a couple comments about that. Didn't get kicked out. It was just bad situation on one end, but it was also kind of one of the things where I was just like over it too, to be honest. But we'll talk about it in the live stream today. Why does this keep doing this? It's so weird. It won't show my anyway, whatever. Not a big deal. Interesting. Anyway, like I said, guys, we'll wait for people to come in, and then we'll go ahead and get started. I'll explain why I came home, why I'm not going back to the Bahamas, and yeah, then we'll have fun, talk about all the stuff that's going on with cruising too, because it's an exciting time. Really, really exciting time for cruising. I know a lot of people probably have cruises booked. They're ready to go. What is going on with my computer? It does not want to play my live stream. Oh well, not a big deal. Remember the shameless plug. Yeah, don't worry, Rob. I got you. Don't worry. We'll set it all up. Yeah, it's good to be back. It is. I got in at like midnight. Venit Man, he says this on every comment, 2022. What do you mean by that? Every video that I post, you put 2022. Are you saying cruising's not going to start until 2022? Because it's already happening. It's already happening. Frank Smith, I will catch him later. I'm here on the time. The speaker host should be here on time. My time is just valuable. What do you mean? I am here. I was here on time. I guess you're talking about me. I'm not late. But anyway, look, guys. So there's the Bahamas is interesting to be at right now. So first things first, the reason that I came home was a couple things that ended up happening while I was out there. First of all, everything is pretty much closed over in the Bahamas, right? I got over there, which, I mean, coming from Florida, it's a really, really, really inexpensive flight. But first of all, the Bahamas is notoriously expensive, overpriced for what it is. But while I was out there, too, I had a situation, first of all, with some of my audio equipment that kind of crapped out on me. And I couldn't get it over in the Bahamas. So my videos would have basically been no microphone, and it would have been just crappy quality. And that's not the kind of stuff that I want to put on my YouTube channel, especially since I had initially invested so much, or was going to invest so much of being out there. You know, imagine if I made like the videos that I was planning on making with crappy audio. You know, I had to close it out and go back in YouTube to see the live. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Even on my computer here, it's like jacked up. I don't know what's happening. I apologize for that. Did you get any weird looks from the locals in the Bahamas when you were dancing? Not really. They thought it was cool. But just getting back to it, so the other thing that made me just want to come back, I had a situation with my bank, which, I mean, I'm sure you guys, some of you can relate to it out there, but when I travel, I have like a main bank, like, not main bank, I have a travel bank that I work with in the event that something actually happens, right? You know, there's scammers and everything else that happens over there, right? My transactions were getting declined, pretty much every transaction that I was doing over in the Bahamas, right? I had about just under $800 cash on me, but my transactions with my card kept getting declined. So you know, the thing is, for the stuff that I planned on doing and my experience overall out there, $800 wasn't going to cover it, considering how expensive it is out in that area. And between that and my audio equipment and everything else that was going on out there, I think I saw pretty much everything that I needed to see after I got home. I had a flight that was booked this morning, or for the afternoon, and just after talking with some friends and getting some information about the Celebrity Edge, and I'm also talking to somebody about getting on board the test cruises as well, and I'm going to Cozumel too in about a week from now. I'm still settling everything out. My girlfriend and I are going to Cozumel. We're going to be out there for a couple weeks, so I figure it really doesn't make a difference for me to go spend the money and go back all the way over to the Caribbean or to the Bahamas when everything is pretty much closed. So, was it easy to get home when you get back? So, there was a lot of things I figured out going over there. So, here's the thing, you have to pay for another COVID test when you go back home, even if you're the one you have was still like 5 days prior. Like it's a lot, guys. It really, really, really was. I'm gonna talk about it a lot in today's video, but still, how quickly did you realize this trip was going to be a mess? Usually, I know the first day. That was the first day. Everything went pretty good the first day, but I saw a lot of things that I was hoping I wouldn't see as far as the overall experience. Right, downtown Bahamas, like over in Nassau, I'm telling you right now, like it is a train wreck. Like first of all, you have to wear a mask everywhere you go. I'm a young, healthy guy. I don't really have a problem here in Florida if I gotta wear it, but the cruisers that are going to be going over there are going to have a problem. I'm gonna just tell you guys flat out. With the humidity over there, I had a mask on and I just couldn't do it. It got to the point to where I said, you know what? If I get a ticket or something for it, then I'm down for that because it's not worth me passing out or feeling as uncomfortable as I am walking around with a mask. In the Bahamas, it was a horrible experience. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So it's gonna be interesting for the cruisers that are going over to the Bahamas. Now, from what I see too, it's going to be very expensive over there as well. Like I said, the Bahamas is notoriously expensive for what it is. But even when I was out there, the Airbnbs that I stayed at, I kid you not, and the hotels, I checked the prices too. You're talking minimum anywhere from 120 to 150 a night. Now, for a lot of people, that's not too expensive. But when you factor in all the COVID tests and the survey you got to do every day, like you get literally spam messages on daily surveys that you have to do talking about if you've been around anybody that potentially had COVID or if you've been showing any symptoms. You got to do this every day while you're out there. On top of that, I'm assuming the prices are going to go up as well. I talked to a lot of the locals over there as well, and a lot of them are just not really having a good time. So imagine when the cruisers go over there and they up the price because they just opened their businesses back up. When I was there, the like when you go down into Nassau, I went and saw the construction being done over at the cruise port. It's not going to look beautiful and fancy when you guys get over there, I'll tell you that, right? But also when you go over there and you go to the stores and you see what's happening, right? At least from my experience when I was there, there was like two jewelry stores that were open. Everywhere was pretty much closed down for the most part. The gift shop was open and there was nobody in there because only locals were walking around in the area. It was, to be honest with you guys, very depressing to see. Let's see, are the Bahamas demanding everybody wear a mask wherever they go, even outside? Yes, you have to wear a mask everywhere you go, even outside. And I'm telling you right now, I don't think the weather's gonna change because we're heading into June and July. Even for me, somebody that is very active, and I don't get bothered by much. I had a horrible time wearing my mask out there. I kid you not. I had a horrible time. I couldn't breathe, and it got the best of me, to be honest with you. Traveling amid COVID during the developing world is still a real mess. Vaccine rollout's been super slow. I'm cruising in DR in late August, hoping things are okay by then. I just hope that the mask situation is different because what people, I guess, aren't really thinking about is, yes, the cruise lines can say all day that you don't have to wear a mask on board the ship, right? Even if they decide to say, you know what, the cruise lines can figure it out, you still have to abide by the rules of the ports of call. So if you go to the Bahamas, Nassau, and they say you got to wear a mask everywhere you got to wear a mask everywhere you go. I'm sorry it didn't work out. I really want to be wearing a mask. I really wouldn't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think the whole thing about people just sucking it up and dealing with it goes out the window, especially when you're talking about going on a cruise where you're going to pay upwards of thousands of dollars. I saw a lot in that 1.5, well, I was there for 2 days. I saw a lot. And it made me honestly grateful that I didn't book my cruise out there. And I'm telling you guys from somebody that does not complain a lot. I don't say, oh, well, this isn't good enough for me or whatever. I can deal with pretty much anything. But as far as from a health standpoint, it's going to be a lot for the average cruiser. I promise you. I hope people aren't out there passing out and whatnot, but it's going to be a difficult time. It's going to be a more expensive time at that. Since there's construction going on over there too, what's going to happen is you can't. So let's say people that need to go to or that want to go to Atlantis. The typical $4 way that people would go by the ferry, that's not operating right now. So you got to pay $35 to go for the taxi over there. Or you can walk across the bridge and take the bus if you want to. That's how you can get to Atlantis if you're flying over to Nassau. Those are your options. So Yeah, and like I said, over there it's not the most aesthetically pleasing, and I get some things are going to open up when I get over there. However, looking at it, I don't think much is going to change by the time cruising starts back up over in that area. By the way, I just noticed, guys, there's 305 people here and I got 86 likes. What's going on with that? If you guys could hit the like button, I would really, really appreciate it. It would help YouTube know exactly what's going on. And yeah, I'm going to try my best to give you guys just as much information and not complain. I'm just giving you guys exactly how I feel about my experience being in the Bahamas for 2 days. Because, like I said, I know it doesn't sound like a lot to see over there. Well, it really wasn't a lot to see over there. I observed, I walked around, I was pretty much out all day just surveying the area and seeing exactly how the overall environment was. And I'm telling you right now, I was not pleased with what I saw, and I'm a pretty adaptable guy. Like stuff like this, like going over to, let's say, areas like the Bahamas or whatever, honestly, I'd rather save my money and go get on another ship or wait till I go over to Cozumel like I am and literally pay a fraction of the price, more than a fraction of the price for what I would have paid in the Bahamas. So, yeah, if you can't afford it and don't like the rules, don't go. I'm willing to take the bat, just get back on the ship. Yeah, well, this is what I'm saying though. There's a lot of things that are going to be unexpected for a lot of people. And it's not that I can't afford it, just so we're clear. It's not that I can't personally afford it. It's what you're willing to pay for your dollar, and you also got to understand the mental side of things, right? If somebody goes on a cruise, we know the average cruiser. Naturally, people are going on cruises expecting for things to be somewhat similar to what they know because they're not going to go on a cruise sound expecting things to be completely different and being okay with that. You know what I mean? Like people don't really know what they're about to get into. Some people are going to be fine, but you got a lot of people that typically don't complain that are going to be like, I literally just paid $4,000 for this. I think that's what it's going to be like. And I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy. I'm just telling you what I experienced as somebody that literally just came from there. And as somebody that is pretty open and young and healthy, I didn't like the mask situation. And I just seeing how the shops and everybody was being operated. The people there are a little bit more hostile than normal too, because you got to understand those people over there that depend on the tourism are in a very bad situation. You know what I mean? They're going to be a little bit more hands-on, I guess you could say, when you get out there. Well, hands-on is the bad word. They're going to be a little bit more pushy to drive sales whenever the cruise ship passengers actually get into town. So you got to take that into consideration as well. How many days in total did you stay there? 2 days. 2 days. So, and I'm just being clear, guys. I'm not trying to be negative about it. I'm just giving my real world perspective because I'm pretty open when it comes to things. I don't complain about anything whatsoever. I've been in Nassau and when things are normal, and this was not normal at all. It was interesting to be there. Never like Nassau during the good days. Yeah, Nassau definitely has its issues for sure, but there's so many other things between the random COVID tests and all the restrictions and the police running around and enforcing mask mandates and everything else that went into it that just kind of caught me off guard. Like, for example, I was only there 2 days. So technically, my COVID test that I took was still relevant. But when I got there, they told me, like, when I had to go back home, I had to pay another $60 to get another COVID test just to go home. Did you speak with the locals? Yeah, I talked with a lot of locals. I talked to the two Airbnbs I stayed at. I talked to the host over there, and then they brought their friends over, and I talked to them. I talked to a lot of the businesses over there too, because before my card started getting declined, I was gonna do an excursion where you swim with the pigs and all that. So I was talking to the business owners over there about how things were, and they were telling me first of all they're going to up their price before people get over there. You know what I mean? So which I think is to be expected. It's going to be what I was paying over there now. You're talking about minimum for a one like a room stay at an Airbnb. It was minimum. It was around like I think what I paid by the time everything was said and done, 135 a night. But and that was for like a crappy accommodation. Like I just needed a place to kind of rest my head. You know what I mean? So expect things to be a lot more expensive. At least from what I was taught, what I was told by the locals over there, things are going to be very, very expensive, more than usual. Because again, Nassau is notoriously overpriced. Things are going to be a lot more expensive over there. How's business doing in Atlantis? So Atlantis, I was over there briefly for a minute, which again I was planning on documenting. Atlantis was busy. You know, not super super busy, but compared to the rest of the area, it was a little bit more people there because it's Atlantis. You know, people fly over there to go there. But as far as the downtown and city, it was not good at all. What locals told you? Well, a lot of them were saying that, of course, they want the tourism to come back, but they're also worried that the people that are coming in there aren't going to be there to spend money. Which I'm expecting again for the people over there to be a little bit more pushy than they normally are, because you got to think this whole area has not seen tourist economy like a tourist economy where people are actually flowing in and bringing in money for over a year. So they're not going to be that happy-go-lucky area that you're used to. Do you regret you sold AMC? No, I'm not regret. I didn't sell AMC. I got about $4,000 in AMC, and I made a pretty nice profit today. But getting back to it, yeah, just focusing on AMC alone, I've made more than my money back that I spent over in the Bahamas. So I'm good. Did you feel it was safe? Yeah, I felt it was safe. I walked around, by myself. I felt okay. I got hassled a little bit for money, and like people wanting to give me a ride for a taxi. I kept telling them I was good, but that was it. Yeah, thank you, Diane. Guys, we got 358 people here. Can you guys hit that like button? I'd really appreciate it. AMC, the movie theater. I like the stock. I've been buying the stock up. They're doing a short squeeze right now, so they're skyrocketing. I don't know about tomorrow, but we'll see. It's a sad situation all around. I couldn't do the mask thing. Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Like a lot of people are probably gonna paint the picture that if you were complaining about the mask, you're just being a pushover. You won't, or not a pushover. You're just complaining to complain. I'm telling you right now, guys. I'm 28 years old, but I'm also a very athletic guy. It was not a good situation. Walking around all day in that mask tore me down. It really was a lot to take in. Now, I'm not saying somebody else won't have a different experience, but I'm just thinking about the overall average cruiser. I'm not saying they're out of shape, but you guys get what I'm saying. Chances are they're not like me, you know? So I'm curious to see how exactly their experience is going to be doing excursions and everything else they're going to be doing. Hold the line, AMC. Oh, I'm holding. I'm holding. I'm a holder here. I'm not selling my AMC. Did you take did you take the test when I'm hold on? Do I need to take the test when I'm vaccinated? No, you don't need to take the test if you're vaccinated. So that's a good part about it. But you still have to fill out the health visa, and you have to do the survey as well. And that's going to be daily too. You think it would be the same situation taking a cruise in Alaska and early? No, I don't think it would be similar. I think that naturally the locals in the stores and whatnot may be a little bit more pushy, which, I mean, I think that's to be expected because, again, you got to remember these ports of calls have not had paying passengers and people that could potentially bring in tourism dollars for over a year. So, it's going to be an adjustment for everybody. The locals and the businesses there are going to have to remember, like, oh, I got to relax a little bit. Here we go. Oh, I love this. I love when people put the question out there. They said, "What are you cruise YouTubers gonna talk about when the day on in your daily videos as soon as cruises restart?" LOL. Remember when everybody was worried about having content when the shutdown started? I've never been worried about having content. There's always gonna be cruise news going on, and if there's not cruise news going on, if you've seen, I could do videos on literally anything. Top 10 cruises coming in 2025. I could do a video on places not to eat on board a cruise ship. There is an unlimited amount, so that's a really invalid question. There's an unlimited amount of content to talk about, right? I just went to the Bahamas. I could talk about this all day. I'm about to go to Cozumel. I could talk about it all day. So yeah, that's. I'm sorry. That's a dumb question. Very, very dumb comment to make. I don't know who said that, but that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, do you think Carnival will be cruising from the U.S. by July? I think it's possible. I do think they're ramping up for their test cruises. Like, I've been getting talked to about Carnival's test cruises. It's not confirmed as to where it's going to be, but I do believe it's coming. Probably out of at least Texas. There's always cruise news and content people want to see and trust what we are doing. Yeah, no, I think that's just one person. I agree there's a lot of content to talk about. Yeah, and then on top of that, there's not content to talk about. I can get on board a cruise and do a cruise ship tour and a vlog all day long. That there is no start to finish to this. I'm realizing now though too, a lot of the people are disappearing. If you guys have been with me for the past year, there was so many people saying that my channel is gonna die because I'm just spreading all this bad news. I'm like, no, that's not my intention. Not my intention to spread bad news at all. But this is just was the current topic that people wanted to know about. But now that the pandemic is over, it honestly opens a brand new array, a giant platform of new content that's actually going to be fun for a change. So I'm excited. I really, really am. So yeah, I mean, now the negative stuff can actually go away. Let me see. I have to wear a mask at work all day, 12 hours, often N95s, which are worse, plus face shield. Wow. And it does get hot. I'm more used to it than would suggest looking at different types to see what you like. Yeah, but if you're talking about outside on a tropical island with humidity, that is a little bit different than probably where you work. You got to take that into consideration, right? When you're talking about real time, on top of walking around on an island, if you're doing an excursion or whatever, it's a different factor. And especially when you're trying to have fun and you're not on the clock. You got to take that into consideration. Thank you for reporting. Hey, from Japan. Oh, hey, I appreciate you watching. Thank you. December cruising, I think it'll be Eastern Caribbean by December. I think it's very, very possible. Cruising is looking good right now. I'm seeing a lot of optimism. Carnival out of Galveston has great climbing walls, but I don't want to have an experimental. Yeah, I don't want to start talking about the vaccine, guys. Like I said, I think it's a personal choice. There's a lot of things that people have to consider when they're thinking about getting the vaccine. Let's see. Why would anybody want to go to the Bahamas? Beautiful but boring. Yeah, I mean, there's a million other Caribbean islands that are very, very more cost effective for you. Like I'm not a huge fan of the Bahamas. I think it's a great place, but personally, I'd rather be in Mexico. You pay literally a fraction of the price for what you're getting, and there's so many things to do. Your channel grew so fast. It's because you're providing great content and honest. I appreciate that. No, I appreciate everybody that's supporting the channel. I have a lot of cool stuff. I don't know if you guys have seen. I'm gonna maybe try and do like more entertainment stuff for my videos as well. And I have a lot of cool content coming up. Even though I didn't get a chance to really stay in the Bahamas, I'm going to Mexico for sure, and I'll be out there for a good while. Me and my girlfriend are gonna do like a road trip, but for the most part, I'll be over in Cozumel and then Playa del Carmen as well. Why are we not getting news from the Western reports? That's a good question. I mean, you gotta think it's kind of mixed around when it comes to the ports. Some are very, very cautious of allowing cruising to come back. Some know they need the tourism dollars, so they're kind of like saying, all right, we'll compromise and let them come back. You know what I mean? So it's a complicated situation. That's why a lot of them are being quiet. They want to see what's going to happen first with the other cruise ships that are going to come to the ports. Why are we not getting? Oh wait, I already read that. The pandemic is not over. It's still around, and people are dying. People, I get it, right? But what do you expect us to do? Stay on lockdown forever? You know, just being honest. And on top of that, the evidence isn't really that. I mean, you look at people, right, that are running around here in Florida, for example, too, in Texas. You're not going to convince people to go on lockdown and stay in their homes. You're not going to convince me. I've been to 4 countries. I've seen enough, and I couldn't imagine staying in my house all day long. That ain't happening. Not happening. Let's see. Can you talk about the musicians and entertainers, please? Will the cruise lines restructure their entertainment recruitment system? Yeah, they are right now. There's budget cuts left and right. I have so the NCL Creative Studios, where the entertainment goes, is actually here in Tampa. I have friends that are there right now, and there are a lot of roles that are getting cut. There's a lot of things that are happening as well. Tell those negative Nancys to find another cruise channel to watch. I try. I don't mind the negative people, because the negative people are honestly some of the most loyal haters I've ever seen in my life. They comment on all my videos, they hit the dislike button, and that still helps with the engagement on my channel. So I'm not complaining whatsoever. I even engage in a little conversation with them from time to time. It's interesting to see what they're thinking about. AJ, the Bahamas is pretty boring. When I worked for Carnival, we did 2 trips. Yeah, my ship did too. The only thing I did there was go jet skiing every time I went. I love Cozumel, renting a Jeep, and hitting the bars. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. That's the first thing I always get. Get a little red Jeep and just ride off into the sunset. Let's see. California is still having us wear masks. We are waiting until June 15th. Yeah, to see if the governor will reopen. They need to. Otherwise, you're going to deal with a lot more homeless people out there. I'll tell you that. Let's see. 28. When are you planning to get married? Why is there a rush? This is a different time that we're in. People are in so much of a rush. This isn't the 1900s. We're not in a rush to get to the rest of our lives. People are living longer now. There's other things that people want to do, right? There's different courses of work, right? I'm not in a rush. Like, my girlfriend and I, we're happy where we are. We have plans, all right? But, like, I'm not going to talk about all that stuff on here. Does Carnival require the vaccine for cruising? They haven't straight up said that. They haven't given an answer. And if they start the test cruises, you'll have your answer. I mean, I don't think they are, to be honest. I mean, they're too family oriented to just outright say you got to have a vaccine. Let's see. Are you putting any footage out of the Bahamas? I have a little bit, but since I didn't get all the stuff that I wanted, I'm gonna figure out how to kind of put it around. I'll see what I can do. But like I said, I mean, for the most part, I'm probably gonna put some stuff out there, or maybe just talk about again in more in depth, like a full-fledged video about the Bahamas, just so people can be a little bit more aware and it not be in a live stream. That might be what I'll do. Let's see. The Traveling Heartbeats. Thank you so much for this $5 super chat. I appreciate it. They said, love your channel. Thinking of cruising Celebrity. Yeah, I looked at the prices today. God, I forgot that Celebrity was the luxury line. They're like a princess of, you know what I mean, the Royal Caribbean. And yeah, they're pretty pricey, but I still might actually look out for that one though. Either that or Alaska. I'm still debating on which one, but I want to see what's going on because I am talking to people about the test cruises as well. Hopefully, I can get on. We'll see. Myself, I'm not a big fan of Nassau. I know a lot of people aren't fans of Nassau. Let's see. Baseball stadiums are full every game here in Texas. You should see what's going on here with the Lightning. And Austin had several hundred thousands of NASCAR and no mask in sight. Major double standard against cruising, I say. I agree. I agree. Like I said, there's a lot of people just in the back of their minds thinking about everything that happened prior to, when nobody knew anything about COVID. You know. Let's see. Cuts. Can you explain in a future video? Thank you. Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna touch on it too much because like when it comes to work and stuff, people get so touchy about it. It's like if I give a general overview talking about what's happening with budget cuts and cruise lines, I could say it all day at the beginning of the video that every cruise line is its own company and things vary depending on the line. People will still get very offended and swear that I'm talking about them. So I'd rather not even go there, to be honest with you. I'd rather not. Let's see. I live in the Bahamas, not the island of Nassau. Despite the disheartening experience you had, I appreciate how authentic this video is. Hopefully, we can navigate from tourism and being our number one industry. Yeah, no, I have nothing against the Bahamas. I think it's a great place. Just so we're clear, I'm just saying from my overall experience, I think that it's not the fault of Bahamas at all. But I'm just saying for the people that are going to dish out thousands and thousands of dollars to go over there, they are going to be surprised. I'm not going to say disappointed, but it's going to be something that they probably didn't expect. But I also went there before everything started opening back up. So who knows? Within the coming weeks, they could do a complete 180 of the area. You know? Let's see. What's your take on how ahead of the curve Royal Caribbean has been in regards to getting back to cruising compared to the other lines? Appreciate your work. Oh, thank you so much. Royal Caribbean's doing a great job. I think, with them taking the both ends, right? They're compromising with the CDC, with Celebrity, and some of their cruises with making it fully vaccinated cruises, but they're also doing the test sailings. I think is very, very smart work by Royal Caribbean. Because again, like you can't alienate your base to the point to where they just aren't interested anymore, right? I've already said this. You got to understand that whenever it comes to the vaccine mandates and all that in order to cruise, there is no, there was going to be a start, but there's not going to be an end date to it, right? So if they mandate the vaccines, it's going to be up to the CDC to decide when that stops. And if we have more politics being played, imagine if they keep the vaccine mandates until 2023, 2024. Imagine what that's going to do to the overall base for especially family-friendly cruise lines like Carnival. So I understand from a business standpoint what they're doing, and especially when you got to take into consideration that it's already been proven that cruise lines can sail with both people. Like I don't think anybody's complaining over on the Virtuosa that there was a mixture of unvaccinated and vaccinated people. They weren't complaining. Are the crew able to get off the port since they're vaccinated? No. Up until this point, I haven't heard about anybody being allowed shore leave, except in some occasions where maybe the islands are in agreement as well. DeSantis and NCL still feuding over testing updates. I haven't heard any updates. I know for a fact that all this stuff right now is getting hashed out on the back end, especially since cruise lines are now announcing that they're going to be sailing out of Florida. Look at Rob with the shameless plug. I like that. So yeah, by the way, guys, just to put this out there, I'm gonna be doing a live stream. Maybe not tomorrow, but I got my one of my moderators from my Facebook group. He's gonna be on the Virtuosa, so we're gonna do a live stream of him walking around the Virtuosa, so you guys can ask all kinds of questions and you can actually see firsthand live what it's like actually being on the MSC Virtuosa. So stay tuned for that. I'll be sure to make an announcement and put up, an update, whatever, when I do that. I think it'd be a cool idea. And Rob will be there. He's a travel agent, so you can ask him whatever questions on board too. Which ship would you go on if you are going to Alaska? That's a good question. I mean, I've been looking at the Majestic, but I'm not entirely sure as of yet. I want to see what other options, because I'm like you've seen these options are popping up just about every day it seems like. So I want to see. I'm gonna wait maybe a week or so and actually make a decision. And that's if I don't go on these test cruises as well. Hey Tony. How's it going? Thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate that. Said, hey, let me see. Hey. Look, I need a cool catchphrase. Hey, what happened to the Bahamas? Am I going to be able to get in? Yeah, of course you'll be able to get in. I'm just saying when I was out there, the Bahamas, it was hot. I'll tell you that. The mask thing got to me being out there, to be honest with you. But I think it's going to be an experience for everybody. That's if the place doesn't do a complete 180 by the time you guys get out there. I did talk to a lot of the locals, and of course they are naturally excited for cruising passengers to be back there. But I think there's going to be it's going to be a different experience than what people are used to when it comes to going to the Bahamas. Definitely a little bit more pricier for sure. But I know you're going to be out there, so yeah, I mean, definitely make sure you document because it might be completely different than what I just went through. I hope so. What do you say? Tony, they threw him out for breakdancing on camera. No, not at all. I was actually able to talk to a lot of the construction workers and some of the port workers as well. Well, there was a woman I was speaking to over there, so she runs the excursion over to Exuma out of the cruise port. And she's telling me about the construction and whatnot over there. But she also told me that they do plan on raising the prices, in anticipation for the cruise ship passengers getting over there as well. Because like I said, you got to take into consideration it's not their fault, but they've gone without tourism dollars for over a year. So just like the cruise lines got to make their money back, the ports of call got to make their money too. Like I said, I walked around the entire area yesterday and the day before that, and what I saw there was it was kind of it wasn't that fun, to be honest. It was a lot of locals walking around. The gift shops were completely empty. The jewelry stores were completely empty. Most of the restaurants were closed down with the exception of a Burger King that I ate at, and that alone was packed. And then on top of that too, by the way, guys, so you can't just walk into any of the restaurants or establishments. You have to wait outside, and before you go in, you have to get a temperature check, and you also have to sanitize. And there's a security guard at every single restaurant, every hotel, and they're making sure that they're actually staying at the occupancy that they're allowed to stay at. So forgot about that. I noticed that as soon as I got off the plane when I started going into one of the restaurants. So yeah, just to give you guys a heads up, the Bahamas is it's going to be a little bit different, I think, for the cruisers that are going over there. Who do you think has the nicest ships? Royal Caribbean for sure. I think you get the best bang for your buck, definitely. I'm from Tampa too. By any chance, did you fly nonstop via Silver Air? No, I had connections in Miami for both flights. So and I like the flight that I was supposed to take on Sunday that was through Silver Air, but that still did it. No, that one was supposed to be coming straight back. So I think if you're flying Silver Airways, you should be doing a straight through flight. But if you're flying, let's say Delta or American, you'll probably, especially American, because Miami's their hub. Chances are you're going to have to do a connection in Miami. So yeah, it's a good time for cruising, but I do think there's going to be a big adjustment for a lot of people because naturally, like I said, when you understand the mentality of everybody when it comes to the cruising operations, you're gonna go there expecting for things to be somewhat similar to your cruising experience that you've had in the past, and that is completely understandable. But when you get there, there's gonna be a lot more new rules, and we don't know what's going on for sure with the mask mandates. The cruise lines have a lot more leeway to dictate what they're going to do on board the ships. However, it's going to be an adjustment for everyone. So, I mean, personally, I do know, I'm assuming that, let's say on Adventure of the Seas, it's going to be a giant media fest, and there's going to be a lot of curiosity. Everybody's going to want to know exactly what the new normal is going to be like for cruising. So, I'm interested. So, Tony, I'll definitely be watching your vids as well. I think it's going to be really interesting, and I'm excited. But no matter what, I hope you have a good time, and I hope you stay safe out there, too, because that heat is a monster. It really, really is. Let's see. Did you consider flying out from MCO? I did consider it to Nassau. There may have been better options out than over Tampa than out of Tampa. So when I book my flights, just because of me and my traveling experience, I do look at every scenario. Especially coming out of Tampa, I know I got three real options. Of course, I can fly out of MCO. I could fly, well, technically four, depending on where you're going. I can fly to Tampa, and I can also get to Miami if I need to. Just take the train or the bus if I need to. But I mean, they were all pretty much the same, very very similar. See, Tony, thanks Shiplife. I don't love the heat. Yeah, I mean, we living in Florida. You know how it is, the humidity. I can't imagine next month. Have a great show. Have fun. Take care, everyone. Thank you so much, Tony. It's always good to be blessed by the ultimate cruise content creator. Look, I aspire to be like this guy. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was watching him before I even started making my cruise content. So yeah, just so you guys are aware. Let's see. BAM MCO. Yeah. Oh, somebody was asking about MCO. Yeah, MCO is Orlando Airport. But no, I didn't. I looked at the flights, didn't see any difference. Let's see. The ship life. Are you originally from Florida? No, I'm from Chicago, but I've been here since I was 8. So pretty much most of my life. I'm pretty much a Floridian. So and I've lived in Tampa most of my life. Let's see, AJ do Tampa here represent. That's right, the 813. You already know from Chicago. Yeah, from the South Side. You couldn't pay me to go back over there. Let's see, what's on top of NCL Primo? What do you mean? What do you mean what's on top? Let's see, Jay. You should talk. You should talk to Tony and do a vlog together. That would be great. That really, really would. But it's gotta be. It's gotta be worth his time. Have you seen the views that he has and subscribers? My channel's still too small. I got like, you know what I mean? It's like it has to be something that is in the interest of him. You know what I mean? So maybe we'll talk about it and get it going. That'd be cool. How do you like MSC cruises? From what I've seen, because I've never been on an MSC ship, I like their style. I would love to go on an MSC ship, to be honest. But no, I've never been on MSC. It seems like they have a pretty good operation going on there, and I'm assuming it'd be a good experience. So who knows? I mean, at some point I do want to get on an MSC ship, but we'll see. A bit random, but when do you think big cruises will happen in Australia? Who knows? I'm just being honest with you. Who knows? I mean, I haven't heard an update about Australia cruises in a good minute, other than them pushing back and more suspensions. Who knows? Because I mean, we all saw what happened with the Ruby Princess that was out there. That alone was a big, massive hysteria, and there was a lot of things that went on there as well. So, who knows at this point? Let's see. Love both you and Tony. You should do a show together. Hey, well, maybe I should reach out to Tony. I mean, we both live in Florida. I mean, I don't see why not. I think it'd be a nice little clash for sure. No, not a clash. You guys get what I'm saying. I think it'd be a good conversation to be had, especially coming from a crew perspective and him with such a heavy amount of experience as an actual cruise passenger. It'd be a good idea. So we'll see if we can set that up. That'd be cool to make happen. What's the best cruise for single people? I would say, from what I can see, because nobody knows what's going on with Virgin, NCL, they have singles. You can host it at my place. Where's your place? You live in Tampa? Let's see. You should reach out to Tony. It'd be nice. Yeah, I definitely should. I mean, like I said, it'd be up to him at the end of the day. It's all about who has the bigger channel. Unfortunately, that's how it is. So we'll see. He would have to have something to gain from it, you know, because honestly, I have everything to gain, seeing I have the smaller channel. So let's see. AJ, greetings from Claire and Misha. Hey, Claire, out in Dublin. How was Nassau? How come you're back home already? All right, look, I already know, since we got new people in here, I'll go ahead and say it again. There were a lot of factors. First of all, I had an issue with my bank, and they were denying all of my transactions over in Nassau. When I called them, they told me that there was an issue with NASA, and they pretty much locked out my card for Nassau, Bahamas. On top of that, I had an issue with my vlogging equipment too. My microphone went out, or one of my cords was kind of crapped out on me. Couldn't get it over in the Bahamas, and it was just, you know, the overall experience over there. I think I saw everything that I needed to see. I came home with the intention of going back, but with all the new announcements and everything else going on, to me, it just didn't really seem like the best financial decision, the right mental decision to go back out there, knowing I'm gonna go spend a ton of money, knowing that I have other things coming up, like going to Mexico and potentially getting on a test cruise. So I don't see a big need. I really don't. Fraud protection, blessing and a curse. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I'm not gonna lie. I went over there to the bank today and I chewed them out a new one. I had no choice, because what happened over there, given that I called them a week prior and let them know that I was actually going over to the Bahamas, I had no problem in Europe, but for some reason, when I'm hours away from the United States, I have a problem. I only had about $800 cash on me, and I didn't want to try to run the risk of still doing the things that I needed to do, while also at the same time trying to be conservative with the money. So let's see, where would the test cruise leave from? So nothing has been confirmed on test cruises as of yet. There's believed to be one on, I forgot the ship with Royal Caribbean, but they're saying they're going to sail out of Port Miami apparently. There may be a test cruise out of Galveston with Carnival. They haven't said any ships. So, I mean, right now, who knows? A ship could sail out of California as a test cruise. Who knows at this point? Freedom of the Seas, thank you. I just talked about this morning. Like, my bad. Guys, I'm not going to lie. I'm still a little exhausted, too. So, while I was out there, too, this really was one of the things that got me. So, I didn't sleep, right? I mean, I was making so many videos and getting so much content, right? But I was trying to do a vlog. I put a video together, the one you guys saw about my experience coming into the Bahamas. But on that same day, I did a video catching up on all the news. While I was downloading it, for some reason, I don't know if I was just kind of delirious or whatever, all of it got deleted mid-upload, and the content was gone, and I spent hours on that. I woke up at 1 a.m., was over on 2 hours of sleep, and it got deleted, and that just kind of messed up my day. That's how my day started yesterday. And you guys may not understand, but from a content creator perspective, like to put so much time into a video just to have it disappear from thin air. I did everything I could to try to re-download it to find it. I looked in the cloud, couldn't find it. That just started the day off for me horrible. Let's see. Have you ever checked out Jordan Booth's channel? No, I haven't. She's on Adventure of the Seas now. Okay, no, I'll check that out. Love Nassau. Better as overnight destination. I agree. Quite elegant. I know. Senior Frogs at night is the place to be. Quite elegant at night when the ships leave, to be honest. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Let's see. Come out and cruise in the Mexican Riviera. Great content down here. Yeah, I'm going to be a Mexican. Mexico. I'm going to be in Mexico. So right now I'm waiting for my girlfriend to get her stuff figured out because she's coming from France. But we're looking at the 7th of next month of June. So that's the plan for us, the 7th of June, because I'm trying to stay here because I want to go over to Port Canaveral to record the what's the ship that's going over there? The Mardi Gras is supposed to be coming in on the 4th of June to Port Canaveral. So my plan is to go over there, maybe do a live stream and record it. What's the worst cruise you've ever been on? I mean, you're talking about like mainstream, because I've had some local cruises around here that were absolutely horrible. Let's see. We were with our kids in Nassau, and multiple people approached us trying to sell drugs. That's that's how it is. Expect it to be there when you go there this time around. People gotta hustle. Do you have to re-sign up for test cruises? I'm trying to get that information right now. I do believe that Royal Caribbean still has that information collected from the last time when they had like over 200,000 people signing up. But there hasn't been any word yet as of exactly how they're gonna do it. You and 1,000 other people will be in Cape Canaveral when the Mardi Gras comes in. Yeah, but it's only an hour and a half for me. So for me to drive up there and document, why not? Why not? Just to come to Cabo, I'll be there from. Nah, I don't know about that. Wait, are you sailing out of there? Cruise Radio said you had to. Okay, well, Cruise Radio is a pretty reputable source. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So if they're saying you have to, then yeah, you probably have to. I think also Tony is going to do a Mardi Gras video. Oh, if he's out there, it'd be nice to actually meet him in person. That'd be cool. I guess we'll see. So I'm planning on being out there on the 4th. I'm probably gonna wake up like really, really early and get a good spot because I'm assuming there's gonna be a lot of people out there. So that's the plan. Hello from California. I have a 7-day Western Caribbean cruise on the Vista on August 21st out of Galveston. Just saw an update. Carnival is adding $100 to state rooms for non-canceled cruises. Okay, I mean that's good. I think they got to kind of like I guess protect themselves, because there's a lot of rule changes. We don't know exactly what's going to happen, so they got to do what they can. Tony will be there, and he has a meet and greet the next day. Oh, okay, well, good. Well, it'll be nice to meet him over there because I'll be out there for sure. I'll definitely be out there. I think open cruise is a good idea because people can get sick. Yeah. Angela Bird, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I appreciate it. She said, "We appreciate all you do. Keep keeping it real." I'm trying to keep it going. 9 more likes and we'll hit 350. Come on, team. Oh, wow. We almost got 350 likes. Okay. I don't think we've done this before. Guys, can we hit that like button to get 5 more likes? That'd be really cool. Who knows? Maybe in the next 20 minutes we can get to 400 likes. That'd be the greatest thing ever. I've never had that in a live stream before. I'm going to watch Port Canaveral's live cam when the Mardi Gras comes in. Okay, yeah, definitely do that. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it. I might just put my phone up on a stand or something, or a camera up on the stand. Or I might just walk around. Tony has a meet group at Port Canaveral. Sign up on his page. Oh, okay. I'll have to look at that. On which page? On his Facebook page, or which one? Oh, 384. Guys, we only need 15 more likes. I think we can. Oh, well, we only need 10 more likes to get 400. You guys are the greatest, seriously. Now, guys, so we have 20 more minutes left. Ask away. If you have questions about the Bahamas, I'll answer it, like, honestly, and to the best of my ability as well. Or if you guys want to know what my future plans are too, I'm trying to figure out a lot of stuff, but only thing I know so far right now is that I am going to Mexico probably on the 7th around that time. So I'm going to go check out Cozumel, maybe do some interviews out that way. And then I'm on the 4th, I'm going to go check out the Mardi Gras coming in as well. And I'm also talking to some people, can't say names, about potentially being part of the test cruises. So if I can get on that'd be really cool. Did you go on a cruise while you were in the Bahamas? No, I was only there for 2 days. What about Atlantis? Atlantis was busier than downtown. I'll tell you that. Did you hit Bahamas? Yeah, I went there. Gorgeous property. You're right. And it's busy over there, too. Not as busy as it normally would be, but they're doing all right. Like, there were people coming in. My flight was full coming into Nassau. It's just that people aren't down by the cruise port. A lot of people are going to Jetty Park. I'm going to Grills, if not crowded at the restaurant. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do when I get over there. Yeah, get over there at that point in time. I'll figure it out when I get there. Let's see. Did you get a good deal on the flight to Cozumel? So honestly, I haven't booked the flight. I mean, I'm gonna get a good deal regardless, right? I'm waiting for my girlfriend to book the flight, make sure she's all cleared to go. But flying from Tampa to Cozumel is always, always, always a cheap flight. You gotta think you're just going from one side of the Gulf of Mexico to the other. And then I don't fly straight to Cozumel. I fly to Cancun because it's cheaper. You know, flying to an island is definitely going to be a lot more costly. So you can fly to Cancun and you could pay, I forget how much it was for the bus over there. I think it's like in the US, like 20 or 30 bucks to go from Cancun over to Playa del Carmen, take the Ultramar over to, that's their ferry, over to Cozumel. And just like that, you saved a crap ton of money. Are you going to have your girlfriend on the stream? Yeah. She's also going to be my camera lady, which I'm really excited about. So I can actually make like really cool content. So yeah, that's the plan. That's it. Celia Martin, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you. Let's see. You, Tony, Jenny, Don, Emma are responsible for my travel advisor career. Thank you. Thanks to all you do. All right. Well, I'm glad we can help out. Now, keep in mind, I'm a regular guy. All right. I don't have some experience, like crazy experience with cruise knowledge. My main experience comes from being a crew member. So I just do my research. I try my best to do my research and give you guys the most accurate information. So any news on Indians getting assessments again? Well, there was an article that came out about Indians being able to get back on the ship because the travel bans are being laxed up. But I think that's going to take time. On top of that, if they're not getting vaccinated over in India before they're sent out, that's going to be more things that the cruise lines like Royal Caribbean and the other lines are going to have to do before they even accept passengers if they're going to follow the CDC's guidelines. Because, Richard Fain, he admitted when he did his video the other day that all the crew members on board their ships are not vaccinated. Let's see. Always take the ferry to go shopping. Oh, yeah, I love the Ultramar. It's like it's literally like $10 both ways to go from Cozumel. And they're running like every 10 minutes. It's not bad. It's nice. Or like 30 minutes, something like that. Let's see. Michelle Connor, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. You're the best. Thank you. What was all the construction going on at the port of Nassau? They're rebuilding the port. And from what I've seen, it's going to look pretty nice. It's supposed to be done in 2022. And it's like, so you guys know how there's like the port and then there's a bunch of water and stuff. They're actually going to fill all that with concrete. So it's going to be interesting for sure. I think it's going to look beautiful, but we'll see when the finished product is done. I wonder what they're going to do for the market that's normally there, though. Let's see. Hi, never made a comment on live on YouTube. I'm wondering if you heard now that cruises with all vaccine passengers are now sounding pretty good. Yeah, no, the cruise lines, I said today in my video that I uploaded, which you guys should watch by the way, because it's not getting a lot of views. I don't know, maybe it's horrible. But the cruise lines are basically getting a lot of leeway from the CDC right now to kind of do whatever they want as they see fit, which is really great. So if you're going to be on a cruise, I think, things should be similar to normal, with a couple restrictions, of course. Hello from Texas. How you doing? Will you put out the link for the new sign up for test cruises when you find out? Yeah, I definitely would. I'll make a video about it as well, and I'll put a link on one of my videos when I post it up. No, don't worry. I got you guys. I'm on the hunt for it right now. I heard there's gonna be a Carnival list somewhere soon. I think there might be already one. So I'll go on the hunt for that, and then I'll definitely put it out. 400 times the breakdance. Guys, I'm in my little room. I can't breakdance in here. But I promise you guys, when I do my vlogs, I'm gonna do my best to give you guys entertainment but information at the same time. That's my idea. I think it'll be a new style when it comes to doing cruise ship vlogs. That's the plan. I don't know if you guys are actually gonna like it yet or not, but I think it'll be fun. Heading to Atlantis, Bahamas a week from now. We'll be staying from the 4th through the 9th. We love staying there, and we don't leave Atlantis. I don't blame you. Like, you don't have to. Don't go downtown to Nassau unless they're opening everything back up, because it's definitely a different. It's different. I'll put it that way. Hi, what will Florida do with DeSantis making it illegal to ask for a vaccine card? Well, if you have cruise lines already announcing that they're going to sail out of there could be a deal going on, or maybe it's already happened right now on the back end that we don't know about, and it's probably going to be announced and disclosed sometime in the not so distant future. I'm assuming, because it's like, if you look at Celebrity. They just announced that the Edge is going to be sailing out of what was it, Port Everglades? So why would they announce that if they didn't have concrete evidence that it was going to be allowed to happen? That's a big move. So obviously something's happened that we just don't know. I think that's pretty much a guarantee at this point. Because for them to just all of a sudden say, "Hey, the Edge is going to sail out of Fort Lauderdale," that's a bold statement to make for you to not have 100% information or confirmation that it's going to happen. You know, let's see. Do you think that the CDC is going to lose their power over the cruise industry in July? I kind of hope so, to be honest with you. I really do. I really, really do. I hope so. I think so. Maybe not July, but it'll lax up a little bit. Given that nothing bad happens. If nothing bad happens, yeah, things will lax up a little bit. I came across your content when you were still working on the ship. Been watching ever since. Great content. Thank you so much. Is there anybody else that's been watching since the very, very beginning? Have you seen how much better the videos have gotten? I had no idea what I was doing when I started. I knew nothing. So I look at my older videos all the time. It's a complete 180. And I'm only getting better. Let's see. I will only show my vaccine card to cruise. Yeah, I don't blame you. That was the only reason I did the shot. Yeah, I think that's for a lot of people. For a lot of people, you know. Have you ever been to Curacao? I'm not thinking about how to pronounce it. Curacao. I know I've talked about it a million times. I haven't been to Curacao. No. Just saying, the governor's got to save face. He wants cruising to start. Yeah, there has to be a compromise, and I'm pretty sure now that there already is. Because again, why would the Mardi Gras be coming over here, and why would celebrity just suddenly announce that they're going to be sailing out of Florida if they didn't have concrete evidence that they were going to be able to do so? Because again, that's a tall order. That's a big deal. I've watched for a long time. You've definitely improved and become more confident. Yeah, you know the thing is, even though I have an entertainment background, it helped a little bit. Nobody is like just naturally good on camera. It takes such a long time. And then when you factor in YouTube, like, you got to find your personality. You got to find out how you're going to say things, maybe some catchphrases. There's a lot of the way you're going to structure your content. There's so many ways that go to it. And it's like I'm always like trying new things. You have to. So yeah, YouTube is a beautiful place, but it can be stressful too. Like, my videos aren't doing that well right now. And I'm like, oh, what am I doing? Last month I almost got over 1 million views and now nothing. You know, like, you got to roll the punches. I like watching your channel. Thank you. I can't wait to get like out there again and start doing like vlogs and stuff and actually get on a cruise, because I do believe that if I'm planning to do the content that I am, there's going to be a learning curve, but I think I'll be able to provide a type of content, a style of content that nobody's ever seen before. So we'll see. We'll see. I think everybody's going to like the way I plan. I've been writing down how I'm going to structure my cruise ship tours and stuff like that. So it should be interesting. You as well, Sick Cruiser, we love this channel. Oh, I love you guys. You have no idea. Like, this channel has literally changed my entire life. You have no idea. I'm grateful for it. When I hit 100K, and I'm probably going to cry, to be honest with you. Do you think 9-day celebrity cruises out of Fort Lauderdale August 7th will happen? Yeah, I do. Now, this is given that everything, let's say right now, celebrity's trying to start up next month. If that goes through, and again, nothing happens with these first initial cruises, I think we'll be in good shape. Did something negative happen with the island experience beside the bank mix-up? If not, your video title makes it seem that way. How so? I mean, no, not really. I mean, the overall experience over there just wasn't really, I think I saw everything I needed to see. And I didn't see the means to justify spending the money that I was going to spend, because the Bahamas is notoriously expensive, and it's even more so now. I saw everything that I needed to see, and I feel like I have enough information, especially considering everything that I'm going to go do between now, next week, with going to see the Mardi Gras and going to Mexico and potentially being on the test cruises. I saw everything I needed to see. On top of that, I had an audio mix-up, the bank mix-up, all this stuff. There was no need for me. So, yeah. I don't know. I mean, if there's something else you want. Like, there's a lot of details I can go into, but I think the title is justified, for sure. The point is that I'm not going back to the Bahamas. I don't know what more you want. Let's see. Hoping everyone commenting is a subscriber. Come on, people. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, everybody's passing me. Emma Cruises is gone. Her video's taken off. She had a good video, by the way, though, of the Virtuosa. I'm not going to lie. I need to get on my vlog game for sure. But I'm trying to get to 100K. That's the game. By the end of the year, I want to get 100,000 subscribers. And I think I can do it. I gotta push. I've been watching you since your very first post. I think you're one of the best. Thank you. Seriously. I mean, I never would have thought this would have gotten to where it is now. I never would have thought so. Never. And you guys know I've been transparent. I've calmed down a little bit, but I've been very transparent since the beginning. And I promise no matter what, I will continue to do that. But if my future self is listening to this, you got to hit at least 100K, and then we're going to go to 1 million. Because if you don't, you're a loser and you suck. Not really. I think anybody that does this YouTube thing is ahead of the game. YouTube is such an underrated platform and people don't understand. Maybe get a prepaid visa for it next time. Well, that's the thing. Like I came there with $1,000 cash, and after being in Europe and having this card for years, never had an issue up until this point. So it's like naturally, why would you expect something to happen? But it's this these things are like random things happen when you're doing stuff like this, right? Even as a content creator, there's going to be times where I'm spending hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on a video and it turns out to be trash or it doesn't work out. I'm prepared for that. It's all part of the game. That's how it is. Edge's birth in Fort Lauderdale. I saw it last week. I saw it. I did. So by the way, I wish I had the footage. I think I accidentally deleted it. When I was on the plane, I saw it was definitely the Edge, and I think I saw a P&O ship over there when I was flying out of Miami. Let's see. I especially like the videos where you talk about stuff you saw and did as a cruise ship. Yeah, I need to bring those back to stories. Very funny and interesting videos. You should do more. I know. I got to bring back the cruise ship stories. I just got to figure out how I'm going to do it. Because I've been thinking about maybe just structuring it where I put like maybe 2 or 3 stories into one video. That way I'm not milking out one video for like 8 minutes. You know what I mean? I might do that because, oh man, I'm telling you, you can do half a contract or 2 months or a month on a cruise ship and you'll get a million stories. You really will. A million things will happen. You're just like, huh. Well, she got fired. Interesting. Let's see. Yes, more Shiplife stories. That's what got me hooked. Okay. Well, at least, the thing is, when I was doing my Shiplife stories, my channel was it was okay, but I also was in like a really echoey room. I had no microphone and I had no way how to edit or anything like that. So I might bring that back and I might retell the stories too that I've already put out as well because I can, I guess I'm a little bit better at storytelling now too. So I might just go ahead and revamp those as well. Yeah, so my plan is to give you guys just more diversity when it comes to my content. I've been trying. It's just when all the cruise news coming up, I don't like doing cruise news every day. I don't enjoy it. I enjoy giving you guys the value, but as far as talking about it, I'm just like, okay, what happened? Oh, okay, this cancellation, this one. Oh, this one might happen, but we don't have proof of it yet. It's not that fun. Let's see, the fact that you told me, the fact that you told them ahead of time and they still flagged your transactions is insane. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I'm a pretty cool, laid back guy, but if I ever need to curse somebody out, that was it. Like, it's nothing against the employees personally, but even when I went over there today, they still gave me this whole spiel about, oh well, this is happening and we have to worry, we're worried about this and this and this. I'm like, dude, that's my money. And if I call you and tell you that it's not fraud, you shouldn't be telling me where I can spend my money. Because I'm like, what if I didn't have cash on hand to go buy another plane ticket? Or I couldn't make transactions. I didn't eat food that whole day. I didn't eat any food until I got to Miami. As soon as I got to the port of Miami, Miami Air International, I was able to go pull money out. I was able to use my card for transactions. That was the first time I ate literally all day long. So, yeah. Horrible experience. Just wait to cruise in 2023 and so on. Ah, damn, we can't do that. Tried Brown, what's going on? You are the most active person on my channel, I swear. Cruise ship confidentiality, confidential confessions. Anonymous interviews of crew, mostly naughty and crazy with some mundane. What, is that what you want? Like, you want that type of content? Because I got a lot of friends, I'll tell you that. Recollecting these stories. Let's see, thanks for being real. I'm trying. I mean, it's not everybody's cup of tea. If you see a lot of all the hate comments that I get, it's ridiculous. It's insane. Are you still friends with some of the crew on ships? Yeah, I talk to them all the time. I was talking to some of them yesterday when I was over in Cozumel. I have friends distributed on like every major cruise line, and if they're not friends, people reach out to me all the time just to talk. What is Tony's page name? I like watching cruise info. His YouTube? That's the only one I know about. I haven't been to his Facebook page, but it's La Lido Loca. Right? Am I saying that right? La Lido Loca, La Lido Loca. Anyway, let's see. Just check Carnival site. No volunteer page as of yet. Okay. Well, remember, so Royal Caribbean, they put it on like some random like side page too. It didn't make sense, but maybe Carnival's gonna do the same. Who knows? Let's see. What do you think about the new Carnival paint job? I like it, but I feel like the dark blue will blend with the water and make the whole not as striking. I guess still good. Yeah, I agree. I do. But it's better than what it was. I think it was a bad image for the cruise lines. For how many times have we rolled up to the Bahamas or Cozumel and you got this rusted looking ship, crap of a ship next. You know what I mean? It's like you would hope inside it looks nice, but it wasn't the most aesthetically pleasing. They needed a paint job, right? I mean, I guess they can change the theme. It's fine, but hey, it is what it is. It's better than nothing. We'll put it that way. Oh, thanks, Scott. Yeah, 472 likes. Wow, I've never had that kind of love. I appreciate you guys. You're seriously the best. You really, really are. Let's see. As long as you got haters, you know you're doing something right. Yeah, my channel is always doing the best when I have haters, right? I still go back and look at the haters from like last year when people were saying I'm just trying to spread fear and my channel would die in a couple months, and it's like where are they at now? A lot of them are gone. Most of them are gone. So it is what it is. Cruising with Ben and David out of Europe is a good channel as well. They're on MSC now. Yeah, actually they're off. They're off the MSC ship. They were on the first, the maiden voyage, so they're done with that now. Yeah, and I know they just uploaded another video too. I gotta check it out. No, they're definitely great. No, the cruise community is strong. Who was that earlier that said that we're not gonna have anything to talk about? Like, no, that's not true at all. We got a million things to talk about now. We can actually talk about happy stuff now. We can talk about whatever we want now, and everybody's not looking for the latest cruise news 24/7. Right? My most watched video, the stuff that was unrelated to cruise news. So timing is everything. Speaking of timing, guys, I'll give y'all an extra 5 minutes, and then that's it, because I gotta get out of here. There's still like some paperwork I gotta do. I gotta talk to somebody potentially about these test cruises as well, and we can go from there. Yeah, we need 12 more likes, guys. Can we get to 500 likes? That's so crazy to say. If we can we get 12 more likes, guys, I would really appreciate it. What cruise agency is best in your opinion? I can't just tell you that because I've never used a cruise travel agency. To be honest, I've never used one. I might in the future, but I don't know who the best are. So I don't want to give you advice that I don't know anything about. Let's see. Yes, and you have been great to watch. I have also watched Jay the Nomad and love the content. Yeah, oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I got some more content coming up. My girlfriend also, I'm trying to push her to start Airbnb stuff too. And, basically we're going to try and do stuff for the travel industry. Oh, we hit it! Yeah! I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. 500 likes. I appreciate you guys. You're the best. I'll see you later. Nah, I'm joking. Look, I'll stay for a couple more minutes. And we can go from there. Been watching since May of last year. Yeah, when things were getting interesting. My channel blew up around that time. You rock. No, you rock. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be where I am. Yeah, I can't wait, guys. I need my channel to get bigger so I can do fun stuff. Like I don't know, like as cliche as it might be, I would love to give people free cruises if it's possible. I would love to do that, especially to people that couldn't afford it otherwise. That would be a cool idea. I could get to the point where I'm saying, you know what, I got to deal with a cruise line or whatever it is I'm going to do out of my own pocket. I'm going to give a free cruise to somebody every month. That would be amazing for me because travel is the best thing that anybody could do. It really, really is. I started watching you a few days ago and have found your sessions very informative. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I know for a lot of people, my content may not be their cup of tea. I'm very straightforward. Even if it is bad news, I have no problem talking about it because I believe awareness is more important than anything. So, but maybe I'm wrong for it. I don't know. What's your plan since you aren't planning to go back to work on the ship? Well, I'm not going to lie to you. As far as like, I'm going to keep this channel going because I'm making a lot more with this channel alone than I ever did on the ship. Right? I have other businesses going on as well. My girlfriend and I, we're trying to make something out of travel. We both love travel. So we're trying to make some type of business or just grow something through travel. That's the plan. I also have a couple little side businesses as well, detailing. I'm still doing shows. So it's nice where I have free reign to do whatever I want. So I'm not stopping this. The only way I'll go back to work on a cruise ship is if they pay me a lot more money than they're paying me on YouTube, which I seriously doubt. YouTube is the most underrated thing in the world, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. It really, really is. I'm thankful. Changed my whole life. I'm going to be on Independence of the Seas. Anyone been on there before? Do you think they will allow smoking in the casino, or is it just at last a non-smoking side? I don't know. It's a good question. I haven't been on there. Your content is great, different than all the others. I suggest you don't change anything. Oh, I don't plan to. Don't worry. Don't worry. Just wait till you see what I got cooking up. It's going to be good. I'm telling you. When I get on a cruise ship, it's going to be unlike any of the other cruise bloggers. Okay? I'm not saying they're not good, but I'm going to try to bring a new style. Watch, I'm going to do backflips and head spins all over the place. It's going to be fun. My fiance introduced me to you. Love your watching your channel. Oh, well, I love your support. It means more than you know. You could tell how genuine you are. Yeah, I just believe in being realistic. You know, we're all people at the end of the day. We all have our own opinions and stuff, and I believe you either got to stand for something and fall for anything. But I also understand that people have their own reality of how they view life, you know. Let's see. Thanks for the info on crew. I'm always looking for good sources on how the crew are doing and treated. That's how I found you. Keep up the great content. I will. Don't worry. I do plan on putting out better content too. I'm looking for an editor right now, and I might have some, and that will give me the opportunity to get more creative with my videos as well. Showed up late. I'll have to watch from the beginning. Looking forward to the info. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the live stream. I really do. Let's see. Can you make it on the horizon August 29th? I'm still trying to see what's going on with the test cruises first. If I can get on one of those, I'll make my decision based off of that. And let's see what's going on with these rules too, because they're changing every single day. Hold my drink and watch this. Yeah, I want to battle like a cruise ship captain one day. I think that'd be cool to challenge one of them to like a dance battle. We'll see. We'll see. Just tuned in. Wait, I thought you were in the Bahamas. You'll have to watch the remake. There were a lot of factors that happened in the Bahamas. I had a situation with my bank, with my sound equipment, and after I came home, I planned on leaving back out there because the flights aren't expensive at all. But I saw everything I needed to see over there, and I have other stuff going on. Like I'm going to Mexico in a couple weeks, so a week or so, to be honest. Whatever the day the 7th is, that's the tentative date right now. Let's see. I've been on Independence of the Seas twice, and smoking is allowed in the casino. Oh, well, there you go. There's your answer. Can you make a hold on? Can you make a vegan on a cruise video? I can when I get on there. There's definitely options for vegans. There's options. Kate McHugh. Oh man, look, she can come get it. I'll battle her right now. She's gonna lose. She's gonna lose. I'm gonna bust out the headspin. It's gonna be a wrap. People are gonna lose their minds. Hey, Jam, a bit late. So before COVID, I got the opportunity with Carnival Cruise Lines in the casino department. I'm not sure if I should reapply. When? What's your opinion? Yeah, definitely reapply. Reapply if you want to go back. Reapply. You know, especially if you already have the experience, they probably will bring you back because I know they're gonna bring returners first. Enjoy the channel, especially the updates on the cruise situation on COVID. Thank you. Well, I appreciate it. I do my best to provide the most accurate information available. Let's see. Thank you for sharing with us. It's refreshing your point of view. No, I appreciate you guys. All right, guys. I'm gonna read these last little bit, and I gotta get out of here. Me and the hubs don't have a lot of money, so we live vicariously through cruise vlogs. Can't wait to see yours. I'm telling you, like either you guys are gonna hate it or you're gonna love it. But my vlogs are gonna be a lot different than everybody else's. Right? I'm not gonna be doing backflips every second, but I'm telling you, I think it's gonna be a cool experience overall for everyone. I want to be able to take people through a journey and have a really cool experience while at the same time influencing people like my age to actually get on board a ship. So, what did you do on a cruise ship? I was a breakdancer and acrobat on board the ship. That's what I did. I was in a African American show called After Midnight when I was on NCL's Escape, and then I did the Fun Force for a little bit on Carnival Fantasy. Well, it was just for a weekend. I don't really count that. So yeah, only 64. Oh, 64 more. We got 500. Oh, you mean 600? We already hit that 500. But no, I gotta get out of here, guys. I gotta call my girl. We gotta get everything set up for Mexico and a couple other things. I got a lot of stuff I gotta do. So I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. Thank you so much. This is the biggest, literally the biggest live stream I've ever done. So hopefully we can do something like this again soon, guys. Thank you so much. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I have some content coming up. I'll continue doing the cruise news as well. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. You're seriously the best. You know, I say all the time, I wouldn't be anything on this YouTube platform if it wasn't for all of you. And hopefully we can get to 100K soon. We'll see. Anyway, guys, take care. Love you. Stay safe out there. And I'll see you tomorrow. Well, not live, but you get what I mean. Take care, guys. Bye.